What is up, internet? Welcome back to Milehighkei and long time no see. Today we have a package from Honda Acty parts, and we're gonna open it up and maybe do a little bit of work on the van. It's been a while. Let's get to it. All right, so as I said, here's a package from Marty at Honda Acty parts, and I've gotten a bunch of stuff from him in the past, such as the front lower control arm brace that's underneath the van, as well as the bumper bars, the side bars. I believe I even bought the cargo basket in the rear from him. But anyways, I know what is in here, but y'all don't, so let's change that. So, what we have here is a 3-piece carpet kit for the front of an Acty. If you've been keeping up with the van, I built a box in the back of the van in order to clear the E07A out of a Honda Beat, and I put some gray carpeting on it, and I was going to extend the carpeting up forward into the front, but as you can see, there's a bunch of really complicated cuts that I would have to do. This set of carpeting is in pretty good shape, but it is not perfect. You know, these came out of cars that are now 32 years old, and the color doesn't exactly match. So the stuff that actually came in the van is a little darker. This is just some like outdoor carpeting that I got from Home Depot. But I think since it's going underneath the seat right there, it's gonna look great, and it will really like finish off what I'm going for in the van. And since everything underneath it is black, I think that's gonna have a nice look to it. First things first with this carpeting is I'm gonna need to clean it. So I'm gonna vacuum it, and then I have like a little handheld carpet cleaner that's normally used for, like, you know, when your dog takes a shit or pees in your hallway. It's for that kind of thing. So I'm gonna use that, try to get them as clean as possible, and then we'll start to take the front out of the van, put the carpet in, and see how we go. So let's get to it. All right, so it's the next day, and now that I got the pieces of carpet cleaned, I can now work on getting them installed into the van. Basically, what I'm gathering from just looking at the pieces is that there's a piece that goes underneath these floor mats, and it goes under the little AC tunnel. And then there's another big piece that goes over the wheel arches and goes behind the seat right here. And then I think the other piece goes in front, kind of on the, it's not really a firewall, it's the front of the car. So I think just to start off, I need to take the seats out, need to take the center console out, these plastic pieces, pretty much what I did in order to paint the floor of the van. You can see it's all covered in truck bed liner. And then these pieces are just kind of sitting there, but these plastic trim pieces are actually what holds down the carpet. So these are a crucial piece. I have them for both sides, but for right now, I can put them back here along with all of my other crap. And maybe later in the video, we'll talk about like what's going on over there, because you can see I've made a bit of progress on the engine. So let's stay on track, get the carpet in, and see where we get from there. Let's do it. Now that the seats are out, the center console's out, I can start to try and piece together the carpet. I don't really know which piece goes in first, so I'm gonna kind of play around with that. My thinking is the piece that goes over the wheel wells goes first, and then the one that goes underneath the floor mats goes second, or maybe last, and it goes wheel wells, firewall, and then floor mats. But I'm just gonna get the pieces, try and set them in here and see how it goes. Go! Little update to explain my thinking and reasoning. So got the part that goes over the wheel wells in. I do think this goes first, but something going on with the carpeting that I made is I'm gonna trim this flap, because since I don't have the rear carpet section, I'm using this little it's just like a little rubber mat that covers the floor to hold this part of the carpet down. So I gotta redo that on the other side. And this will just go over here. And I just wanna trim this to sort of match with it, or maybe just cut it straight across. And then over here, got the back piece in. It goes over this little plastic piece right here, which is, it looks pretty nice. And then something that I found is that I need to hold it up in a couple spots. So these are just these little push pins. You can get them from AutoZone, whatever. They're just under, like, I'll show you the box part number. But they're just these little pins, and there's one over here and there's one over there. So I'm gonna snap this one in, and then we'll put the main piece down and hopefully put it all back together. I am super pumped on how this is looking. I do wish this back carpet was a little darker, but I can always change that because I didn't modify the front carpet in any way, but Gives this nice finished look to it. I did put my little rubber mat underneath the driver's side because I took a lot of the sound deadening out from the floor. So that just makes it nice and flat so I don't wear a hole through the actual floor mat. But man, this is gonna look incredible. Down here, it's just held in by a little bit of Velcro. So just push that in, push it down, gives it a nice finished look, and the floor mat will cover that anyway. But it going over the strut towers and the wheel arches is just so cool. Gonna clean off a bunch of the plastic pieces and start putting them back in, and then we'll wrap up this little project. All right, internet, so that was a little bit of a battle, but I think I got it all installed correctly and it looks really nice. Got everything put back in except my little, this is my little cup holder that I made. Doesn't look really good. I want to figure out a better option for that. But floor mats are in, the carpet's in, the seats are in, all the trim is in, and I think it looks really great. So when you pull up the seat, this is just where the little bumper for the front seat sits. Everything looks all good. Over here, sorry about the light, over there looks good. On the passenger arch, it looks great. And then back here, you can see a little bit of where this goes forward. So I might trim this gray piece a little bit, but it flows really nice. I'm starting to replace, I just used some lath screws to hold this down before, but I think these black trim pieces, trim screws look really great. Got the side plastic installed and it looks really awesome. It's pretty subtle. It really helps like the feel of the van to be a little more like complete. Yeah, that's it for the carpet. Before I end the video, just want to give everyone a quick update of this mess back here. So I was able to get together a temporary intake. So this is just some 1/8 inch aluminum that my friend welded up for me, and it kind of goes around under and it will eventually go back right there to the intercooler. But I do have this. This is a blow-off valve that kind of just goes in line. So I need to cut this pipe a little shorter so that this can go up underneath there. So the blow-off valve will be kind of right here. You can see where it goes up into the intake. But got that going on. Haven't gotten around to cutting that out and installing it temporarily. I did have to bend down this little lip right here that where the original cover goes, but I think that's fine. I didn't have to cut it, and I can always bend it back if I want to. So that's done. I am working on an exhaust. I do have like a little elbow that I made that comes off from the turbo that goes to a V-band, and then the V-band will go to another V-band, and then it will go, I don't know if I'm gonna have a muffler yet. I'm thinking I might want to, but it'll kind of just go, the stock muffler kind of goes, the pipe goes up, over, and then down. I think mine is gonna go down, under, and then up, but we'll see. Nothing set in stone quite yet. I did get a kind of shitty laptop so I can run the program to tune it, and everything else is kind of just all over the place. So that's where the van is at, but I wanted to get this little carpet job out of the way so I can focus on actually making it run. So in the next couple videos, we're going to be working on actually trying to start this thing after, I don't even want to admit how long it's been, but it's been a while. And thank y'all for coming along for the ride. But again, that's it for today. We got the carpet installed and I'm super happy about it. Be sure to tune in next time, and remember, keep it small.